Hello, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are questioning why we made the choices that we made, but it's fine. Just keep exploring. Oh, I was gonna grab that. Well, let's grab it. In fact, that's probably enough north. Start going sideways. North and sideways, the cardinal directions. Alright, so, yeah, questionably at the end of the last episode, I was just trying to do a bunch of stuff quickly because it was the end of the episode, and I was trying to hit the end button, and I ended up wasting a bunch of money buying a monk when I should have hit end turn and let it get half built, and then I could have rushed the discount because I'd only have the remaining bit to pay. I mean, I guess I get, you know, an extra 15 food out of it, so there's that. Alright, Steel Bastion is done. Paragon Quarters. Oh, interesting. So that's a unique structure for my... not just for being oathbound, but for being specifically righteous, is that? Yeah, righteous. Oathsworn. So extra city stability and then also a free unit on defense. Or on offense if I'm fighting, if I expand into something and then attack it. Wizard Tower is always nice to start getting the extra Imperium, but as I always point out, I'm playing on random map settings, and it happened to be a world that doesn't have neutral cities, and I'm all in on order, so I actually don't really have a whole lot to spend Imperium on. I guess on building more cities, increasing my city cap. I don't really want any of these just yet. School of Discipline is unique for me. I mean, that would be one way to deal with mana issues, I guess. I could just get the Tavern. I think Academy. Yeah, get the knowledge. Should really be focusing on knowledge above everything else, because it is the most important thing. I'm not even going to look. Alright, so... if I attack you guys... I probably want to attack the smaller army first. Because... hold on. Did I not hit end turn? I thought I hit end turn. Are you winning and everything? You are. Okay. Even diplomacy, which I don't know what the diplomacy rating even does. Or what it's referring to, but... oh. Well, that's a good reason for me to have rushed the monk after all. The game is making me vindicated in my choices. Alright, how does this monk do? Because I've used the monks before, and they seem to be severely lacking in the survival instinct department. So let's see how the AI uses them here. I do like the monk units, it's just that they're hard to keep around. But apparently our hero has decided that he's going to solo the entire army, and our support is going to not move forward. So, That puts us in a very good spot. Yeah, so that leap is how these monks tend to get themselves killed, because they traverse so much space. As you can see, my other melee unit is like a full turn behind my melee walking unit. Do these guys have decent resistance by default? So that probably helps. Okay, Nightmare down. So your third hit... Oh, you had to take a step forward, so you didn't get a combo. Yeah, the monks are interesting. Well, this is a lot of battle mages. Crit. Dropped something. Okay, and ideally, our hero will finish off all of these pyromoths single-handedly. However, I suspect that's not going to happen. Well, hopefully the hero doesn't go for the elemental. Because you don't get Crusader points for killing elementals, just for killing fiends. Which the moths count as, I think. The Nightmare definitely counted. So we'll see how many good boy points we get from this one. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, so the monks do have a survival skill. They can cleanse themselves and heal. Alright, they're flashing white. That means they're very low morale. Get one more morale level down, and I think they retreat. Okay, you judged you had enough health to survive running away. But you're probably not even going to break through my temporary health at this point. Maybe a sliver. Okay, well, it's at least 2 fiend kills. There might have been one early on, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so now they're retreating. Routing. Okay, we just got the credit for it once, because we already had one. At the start of its turn, dispel a negative status. That is amazing. I think I remember reading somewhere that those kinds of effects will prioritize mind control. So it's a random status, but if you have some sort of mind control on you, that's the first one that's picked. I'm not sure if that's true, but I do recall that being a thing, which is amazing if it is true. Okay, everybody forward. We're going to finally clear this. Still a risky fight. Okay, hold on. Slow down. All of my orcs will have status resistance, so less likely to be lit on fire, and more healing. Do we allow casting? Spell casting? It's one of those things where, like, no, I think mana, it's almost always better just spent on enchantments. Ooh. What did I lose? The monk? A seal bearer and an honor blade. Okay. Not too bad, but we will still watch it. We might have also lost a hero. I didn't check if they were at exactly half HP. But the other important thing that I don't really have control over is I really want the Death Knight to kill a tier 4 or 5 Fiend unit, which would be the Elephant or the biggest Moth. Also, I'm curious, if you've managed to watch the series up until this point, but you are frustrated by me doing auto battle and then watching the battle, I don't know, I'm just curious what people, like I'd imagine most people that are frustrated with that will have dropped the series by now. But what are your thoughts on that sort of playstyle? It's one that I quite enjoy. I find that the fights, especially larger fights, just tend to take a really long time. And I'm also the kind of person that just kind of enjoys putting a machine in motion and then watching it. It's one of the problems I have with Factorio is I'll build something and then I'll just sit there staring at it for a while. So, you know, I don't mind watching things play out like this when I'm the one who put them into motion in the first place. And I am doing this like for educational purposes, like trying to figure out what kinds of things the AI does. Like there's certain units, like using the shield units as opposed to the spear units. I know the fighters aren't technically shield units, but I feel like they survived a lot better early on. So like I am trying to learn things like that to figure out how to use the auto battle better. But yeah, I'm curious what the spectator point of view is on that sort of thing. For anybody watching the series. I mean, still more interesting than watching a fight play out in Civ, right? So. Okay. We've already got the big one half down. Also, the tier 5 moth is a support. I did not expect that. Oh, also, Primordial Pride. Right, so every time we attack them, we get burning. Okay. Well, that was not our hero. So I guess it's the elephant. Putting our hopes on the elephant. These hero ambitions to personally slay certain types of enemies are really not auto-battle friendly, but I guess the game is probably designed around not doing auto-battle. I'm trying to see, have we lost anything yet? Did I miss it? Well, okay, we're about to. Yeah, burning. Oh, the moth came back to life. It's one of those things, I guess when the fight's over, I will check and see what it actually does, because I've never fought one before. So, trying to figure out what these units do. Okay, that was our shield swarm, or sword swarm, whatever. And that's the monk. Oh, okay. There goes the monk. Well, moth is at super low health, so maybe our hero will charge it. If the support doesn't block the hero's path. Okay. Hopefully that counts, because it did say combat summons don't count, so I'm not sure if the revived version counts as a summon or not. But I guess learning is happening all around. Learning about the intricacies of some of these new systems that I haven't played around with all that much. Oh, I am nice and stacked up here. Oh, goodbye, hero. No experience for you. Well, that's definitely not killing the elephant, but the other stuff should. That thing's pretty tanky, huh? It is a shock unit. So it is supposed to charge into the front, and it even displaces the thing it attacks. Good, engage the battle mage. So it's forced to retreat. Yeah, and that thing, because it's a single model, it will never get weaker. Like this moth, you can see some of them died, so its damage is reduced. But this thing is just a single model, so it's always full damage. I know I repeat some of the things that I've said in previous episodes, previous battles, but I'm not sure how many people are watching all of it, so if someone just happens to start a video and watch this fight, then maybe that's something they didn't get. Alright, did we fulfill a major ambition? Oh, I didn't do the thing. Okay, well I got the major ambition. It's fine. We can still look some things up. Okay, so we got some rings. Vicious Killer. When you kill something, you increase the morale penalty, or we gain defense and resistance to physical and ranged attacks. Physical, ranged, and magic. Physical magic being materium, like rock throw. Or rock blast, I guess it's probably called. It's probably better than just straight up one resistance, though. And you can take this one, sure. Person is slain. I thought I saw something happen. What did I see? Oh, it was this major ambition. Clear a gold level infestation. Hmm. Well, it's still something. Anyway, units. Oh, that's cultural units. Wildlife. Fiend. Yeah, it's probably a fiend. Maybe not. Oh, maybe that's the issue. You're not a fiend to begin with. Okay. Yeah, magical origin animal. So the fiend is just the nightmare and the infernal juggernaut then. Immune to burning, of course. While it's in the battle. Okay, is that the thing that happened? While it's in the battle, all friendly units were getting that effect. Where they cause me to burn. It's an animal, so it has low maintenance. Yeah. No, pretty cool unit. Just 50 damage. Pretty cool unit. If it was recruitable somehow, I wonder if doing an animal strat. Thing is, animal, like nature. You're blight. Are you Materium? You're doing physical. This thing. Infernal Fiend, yeah. So it's an animal and a fiend. Well, we suffered some casualties. Not ideal. Can fix those, which will give us a morale boost in true stance. And I guess we're going to keep these armies separate. So you can go build me my new city while we're waiting for your reinforcements. You, well, you can wait a turn to heal. But then you can continue clearing out these relatively easy things. Probably should double team this because it does have Seduce on this unit. Just make sure I Zerg the Nymph down before things become too horrendous. Do I actually want to go up here? Sure. Oh, you've really expanded. Like, this is your 4th city that I know of. Your hero leveled up. We can now get status resistance, so we'd be less likely to burn if we're standing next to our champion. Stronger charge. I think the extra movement and the self-heal is just too good. Okay, I could give my units defense, or I could give them more resistance. Faithful doesn't matter because my unit is a hero. I don't really care about either of those, but I will take the resistance on my army. And then the extra skill point, probably... could go there. No, I think we go down the charge line at this point. Well, grab this first. More resistance. You gain several levels of renown, in fact. So now we got gold mana knowledge bonus. And we just need to clear 3 more infestations. Beast Wrangler leaves in 5 turns. Right, there was something I saw. It wasn't Inquisitor, was it? Where are tome units? Tome units, okay. You were not optional cavalry, okay. There was a reason where I thought maybe there was actually a benefit to getting some special mounts for my units, but it's 1,000 gold and like 200 Imperium. And I don't think I make enough units for that to really be that beneficial. Oh, you grabbed the fish. Okay. That was turn off. Well, I can grab this stuff. Okay, we'll grab the clover. Now, I did say that you were going to advance to get me a city, but we are just going to do this first. Alright, she's scared. Good. I will be happy to not take this fight. We can lose knowledge to gain growth. We'll take the good points. I don't particularly like that item. I will take +3 defense though. Alright. And then you guys can clean up these water fights without too much trouble, probably. And now that I have this, extra food and happiness. And bonus relationships with free cities. Woo! Okay. Okay. Do I want to start considering... That's the other thing, because of my faction. I probably don't want to just start declaring war on people, because that's generally defined as a not good thing to do. That's a lot of animists. Okay, you're one of the primal factions worshipping the Ash Saber-Tooth. This summon primal Saber-Tooth thing, or the summon in general for these guys, is not actually all that good because they have to attack 5 times before they're able to do it. Oh, hello. And you are the final leader. Okay. Kind of a standard one. You existed in the very first Age of Wonders game. You were actually quite important to the plot of that game. I mean, it is a 33% growth bonus. Okay, you guys can annex something. That's free. I think that's the last good thing. Oh, there's one up there, but... So now if we find haste berries, we actually get to finish something. Devotion changed. Good. Warping Wilds, yes, we noticed. All unknown surface provinces. I'm pretty sure I saw this happening underground as well. Have a small chance of transforming their province features to new one. I mean, maybe there's a different one, Warping Undergrounds or something. Maybe we also got that. Sentinel's Field. Okay, another landmark. This provides stability. And research posts give Imperium. Okay, and you get free renown. Three different players are adjacent to this. Right, and I need to contemplate my military. What do I want in here? I get 3 more units, and I don't have to limit myself to 1 stack. I think we got another Seal Bearer, which we rush next turn. And we can get an Avenger, so let's try them out. I could... Yeah, you know what? Let's just get another Honor Blade as well. And that'll get us up to 6. Replace our losses. And we get to research the chains of magic. The investigation into Flemic Fireheart's prolonged absence has completed. It is worse than I expected, O Grandmaster. My Dragonbane is not only bound to the astral void, but the energies that bind him all converge on our capital, Dragwell. The nature of the magics involved and the sudden rise of Dari the Attune's power strongly imply she's using a cage of binding to cipher Gaudier energy. That's certainly a grievance. We've captured a Gaudier in a cage of binding. What does it have to say about that? For a powerful Gaudier, Gaudier, by the way, are just the okay, I can just mouse over it. Gaudier. Okay, well, anyway, it's a bit long. Basically, your leaders are all Gaudier. The Wizard Kings, Elder Dragons, Ascended Champions. I guess maybe the well, I guess according to this, the Giant Kings are, because this is affecting a Giant King. I would imagine they would be Gaudier. They're basically like demigods that control, or that have far more powerful than your typical people. But there are various ways to become a Gaudier. I'm not sure if an Eldritch Sovereign counts. It's probably equivalent. Anyway, so yeah, they can't die, really. So we capture it in a cage. And then they lose all their arcane abilities and are rendered completely helpless. Direct assault. Oh, sorry, I was just reading this in my head. Using this controversial, some would even say forbidden method to steal power from a Gaudier would be a cause for war for many, yet a direct assault would be tricky. She will have tethered the cage to herself. We must first break that lifeline before we can free my Dragonbane. So we need to collect the necessary components to remove any traps. Nope, I'm just going to use it for my own gain. Well, obviously not, because that is evil points. Obtain Tranquility Pool, obtain Astral Dew. Oh, did I just spawn in magic resources? Well, that is incredible. If that's the case. That's a little bit less incredible. Because, I basically have to go to war with her. Maybe I don't need that Astral Dew. I only have 13 turns left to do that as well. You guys are full health, so there's no reason to stay in my territory. Okay, more fish down there. Well, unless we want to trespass, which we don't particularly. I have a feeling I'm just going to end up declaring war on her. Okay, not enough movement. Oh, and we finished our Inquisitor, I'm assuming. Maybe not. We'll see. Devote Radiance. Damage based on my devotion level, which is pretty high. So yeah, maybe we will, because I don't particularly care about these other ones. We'll try that. Alright, we have an academy. Scholars Guild is also pretty good. We need another forest for that, for the boost. Let's just get this. Get the wizard tower started, because there's a lot of stuff that you need the wizard tower for. That's our only boost, but oh, we have forests down here. Alright, we'll do that for now. Convert that to a research post, since this leader does give bonuses for that, I believe. Okay, well you're insulting me now. Great. And they're at war. Okay. Stuff is starting to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's possible for me to capture this without just conquering their city. Because, okay, I could put an outpost 2 tiles out. I don't think you can put an outpost adjacent. So I could put an outpost 2 tiles out and then expand into it. But it seems highly unlikely. And now that it's there, she's almost certainly going to expand into it next time her city grows. So, yeah, it's a lost cause. Oh, we've got an elite chaplain. Shielding crown, status res. Probably more useful for a melee. Like, I don't think splitting my army actually does me a whole lot of benefits here. Golden layer, okay. So everybody's the same speed anyway. Yeah, I'm just not going to worry about it. 2 elementals. I mean, I guess I could force march 1 unit. Is that a thing I could do? They lose 30% of their HP and they become exhausted for 2 turns, which means that they cannot be healed. Well, it's a thing you can do. Oh, it just did my whole army. Well, that's really bad. Well, learning happened. And we can't heal for 2 turns. I wonder if that means it's support stuff. I could have actually checked that auto battle. I probably should have. I'm assuming that my temporary HP stuff didn't work, which makes it really risky. That's why I only wanted to do it with the 1 unit, but I guess I should have split the army first. That also probably means I spent 60 mana instead of 10. Like you, on the other hand, I'm just scouting with you, so you being unable to heal for a few turns isn't a big deal. Okay, got that Scholars Guild. You guys. Borak the Talented. Right, we're going down this way. No more obstacles. Well, never getting farms, might as well get the production started. Okay, do we want to just fight this? We don't really want to come back here, but considering that we're not healing for a couple of turns. It is weak. Okay, let's watch the replay. And see if our supports try to do their thing. I'm assuming they're not. Or rather that they will try and it won't work. Like it won't heal. They'll just buff. Yeah, they're all blind. Well, I mean, the fight went pretty well, all things considered. Okay, Ring of the Inspiring Killer. Double morale bonus to itself and allies when killing an enemy. I don't think morale is really an issue for me. So I think we'll just not use that for now. Alright, well, mistakes were made. And I guess we're just going to sit in our territory for a few turns, get some health back. As for you, I am curious about this. Not that I can realistically do anything about it. But it's a direction I can go. Okay. Devout Radiance is done. Tribunal is a structure, so that's actually a thing I can maybe do. I guess we grab this. Since we did clear it. Right, finally, level 9, we can start getting our basic stuff worked on. Bee Sprinkler leaves, that's fine. Okay, well... I mean, you guys aren't cleaning that up anytime soon, and it is resources in my domain. I'm pretty sure you guys have to actually jump in the water to be brought into the fight, though. Like, it says that, but it'll be a lie. Okay. Well, you might as well go here. Can I do this from the land? Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, getting our heals again, so now I don't have to worry so much about taking damage. Which I guess means I don't need to worry so much about having my proper health. Oh, got the combo. 3-hit combo, twice in a row. Stun. Oh. That explains a lot. Okay. Well, like I said, I don't have to worry about healing, so I guess we just go. You know, they'll slowly top up over time. Okay, we found the top of the world. Yeah, that is now inside their terrain. And once they clear that, I'm pretty sure I failed the quest. Unless it doesn't require me to do that specific astral dew. So we'll see. We have a granary. We could get a shipyard. That seems reasonable. Knowledge. When in doubt, get knowledge. Look at all these boosted knowledge structures. Maximized magic, 20% crit and accuracy. Crit dependent somewhat on morale. Have I not won a single fight in friendly territory? I find that hard to believe. A fanatical workforce. So I would lose 20 food. Gain 60 production. I think that's fine. Rally of Lieges. No. I can get another siege slot. I guess I'll get faster outposts. Ah, you are losing, so you're sucking up to me. I see what's going on here. Rally of Lieges, I do actually have the ability to get units from it. Do I need a tier 2 fighter unit for 80 gold? With ridiculous upkeep? Yeah, I don't want to spend 16 mana a turn maintaining an ogre. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Okay, so it's showing 775. 755. Oh. Okay, well that's pretty good. No, I do like that as well. I don't know how relevant that is. We'll take regen. Okay, we will make a bad choice for demonstrative purposes and try this again. Oh, they are showing up. Okay. Apparently I don't understand this game. And everybody, yep, everybody's just on the water. Okay. And they didn't even jump into the water. Still have their movement. Alright, well, that was not bad. That might be a bit of a tougher fight, but we will deal with that when we get there. Yeah, no damage taken. Heavy armor greaves can only move 3 hexes in combat. Not a huge fan of that. The Dire Penguin. Not a dedicated to evil unit in this version of the game. Well, I'm assuming if it hasn't been cleared, it has elementals. Yeah. It hasn't been claimed. Really? I'm nowhere near that. Hopefully that doesn't actually cause me any problems. Okay, you got Knight, Inquisitor, Longbow. Yeah, you are doing fairly well. Well, is there any point in not just sending my whole army? Ring of Camouflage, Vicious Killer, and Universal Camouflage. Do I have anybody who's still using that? I think I just got rid of the Vicious Killer, right? Yeah, Flanker and Vicious Killer. That's still... Don't really care about the Camouflage, honestly. Against the AI, I kind of just assume that they have map hacks. I feel like that's a safe assumption generally with AI. Dragon Lair. Focus aim. So since I am starting to get some Battle Mage units, this might actually be worth getting. It's probably not optimal to try buffing multiple unit types. But I actually don't know what my culture does, so making the culture better is probably... Well, okay. The other thing. Attacks cannot miss. These seal bearers have a built-in mechanic that makes it so their attacks can't miss. So actually, I don't think there's any reason to get that for them. I mean, I guess it technically makes a difference, but this is just if I want to slow down enemy armies on the map, which is better than the other options. So I guess I'll grab it even though it is 4 turns. Arcane Institute into Academy. Okay, you are already doing that. Already have 3 things adjacent to there. Do I want another quarry? Not particularly, so I guess we'll get a mine. Alright, we will go enter defense mode after charging. I like that one quite a bit. New hero. Right, we have our free... I thought she was a ranger for some reason. No, we got our free hero from that event we did earlier. Now, she isn't a racial unit, because she's from the Halfling Bloodletters. So she doesn't have inner focus. But that's probably fine. She comes with a bunch of gear, though. Really don't want heavy armor greaves on somebody who's using charge strike. Okay, what's her default ring? Flanking and vicious killer. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good as is. Alright, time to start getting a third army together, I guess. I should have been doing this before, honestly. The mental block of always trying to keep your forces in groups of 6 is not a good way to play. Alright, other thing to check out. Okay, yeah, she is all in on charge. Causes distracted instead of weakened. I guess that's fine. Distracted is all attacks against you are considered to be flanks. Whereas weakened times 2 would be a 20% damage. I mean, that's... Giving the enemy minus 20% damage seems really good. But I guess distracting charge, she goes in first, and then everyone else just kills everything, because kills the unit that can't defend itself, because it's... And she gives crit to the army. So that'd be the one thing, if I wanted to reset skills, I could get rid of this. And replace it with something else. I think I'm okay with her having that, though. Like, I'm not building crit, but I am building morale to an extent, I think. And morale and crit kind of go together. They're like 2 different ways to get the same thing, so having more crit chance for her troops is probably a good thing. And then I guess she'll join in with what ended up becoming my stronger army. Is that true? Yeah, well, I mean, they're injured. Alright, get to complete that quest. Probably fail this quest. Did you? You did. Well, we're still going to expand up here. That's still the plan with this army. So all of that next time, I guess. I will see you then.